JPA, but here it is like what? Association mapping, association mapping, data JPA and association mapping, right? So this association mapping, it can be happening with what? Hibernate with what? JPA. Hibernate with JPA. That is what. So in the association mapping, by using collection, that means with collection, without collection also, we are able to develop. Okay, right? So no need to discuss about collection, right? Mostly aware of it, right? Okay. Mostly. Okay. Mostly everyone is aware of about the collection, right? So no need to explain again. Okay. Right. So association mapping. First trying to understand the concept. Association mapping. Mapping means what? Just a link in general meaning. Okay. Just mapping means what? Link between what? One class to another class. That's it. Okay. So maybe you are using inheritance concept, but not exactly. Just for your giving some basic idea. Okay, inheritance, what you are going to do? Just like class A, just for your understanding, but not exactly. So this is like class B. Is it inheritance? No. It means you should tell some relationship. Yes or no? If you want to tell the relationship, what is the keyword is required? Extends, because it is the class to class relationship, right? Or maybe interface to interface also extends, and the interface to class implements. Class to interface, there is no relationship. Getting my point? Okay. So extends what A? It means that the whole A class coming into what? B class. Getting my point? Okay. So it means the B class contains two classes logic. So here, if you want to get such a kind of implementation, we should give the some mapping or some link between A class to B class. Otherwise, it won't be come. These are what? There is no link. Am I right? There is no link. But whenever you are providing the link between one class to another class, this is called as what? Like mapping. For your understanding, it is not exactly. Getting my point? Okay. Mapping means what? Link. Okay. Between what classes? That's it. Association means what? There is a classes. We are going to, that association may be one to many, or many to one, or one to one, or many to many. It means, for example, one to one. What is this one to ones are? First of all, simple. One person present, as per our concept point of view, one mic. I don't have much mics. One mic, one mouth. That is what one to one relationship. When I am using this mouth, we are able to listen properly. Without mic, you can't get my voice properly. Yes or no? It means I am going to give the some mapping between my mouth to this mic. Getting? Mic is one, mouth is one. That is called what? One-to-one mapping. Yes or no? Right. So that is what one-to-one mapping. There is a annotation called one-to-one mapping. We can discuss later, don't worry. For your basic understanding, I am sharing the such knowledge. Okay, one-to-one. Next, one-to-many. For example, we can take student point of view. One student is able to learn multiple technologies, yes or no? Take your Java full stack here. How many courses, how many technologies you completed so far? Minimum 3, 4 or maybe max 5 or something. That is one student is able to learn multiple technologies. This what kind of relationship? One to many. Yes or no? Right. Reverse. Many to one. Many to one. In the many to one, for example, you can take, I am taking 11 examples only. Naresh IT, only one institute here. Hundreds of students are coming now. Yes or no? One to many. And many to one, many students are linked with what? Naresh IT. Getting my point? Many to one. Many to many. I hope you got the clarity, right? One to one. One mouth, one mic. Just for your understanding here, I'm taking 11 example. One to many. One student able to learn multiple courses. Reverse many to one. Many students are linked with what? Naresh IT. Right? And many to many. For example, take Naresh IT. Naresh IT is located in Amirpet, SR Nagar. There is multiple branches are there. Even in the Kukatpalli also there is 2 branches are there. Might be you belongs to KPHP branch, let's assume. So based on maybe your friends or maybe someone, maybe your friends may be joined in Amirpet, let's assume. Array, you can come here. Okay, both together, you can learn here itself. Don't sit alone. Okay, I'm also there. Okay, you can both together, you can learn. That means, if you registered in the Kukatpalli branch, you are also able to listen your classes in the Amirpet or SR Nagar branch. Yes or no? Right? There is a multiple courses, multiple branches are there. Right? So that is what many to many relationship or association. I hope you got the clarity. Association mapping. For your understanding purpose, I took that example. I hope you got the clarity, right? One to one, one to many to one, many to many. Right? Okay. Online, are you okay? Just I discuss layman here. Okay? Right. Laymanly I explained. Okay, you can go for practically. But each and every association mapping, there is annotations. Okay? Right. So for this association mapping, it is possible through the collection, and also it is non-collection also possible. Getting my point? Okay. See, with collection supported. Here collection, here non-collection. Non-collection and a collection. For example, in the collection, what it is representing? One to star means what? Many. One to many. The non-collection reverse, many to one. In the collection, there is a possible many to many also. But in the non-collection, one to one relationship. So I hope you got the clarity between collection and non-collection. Collection supporting what? One to many, many to many. Non-collection supporting is what? Many to one and one to one. Association mapping. Okay. Right, sir? How to develop this? Simple. Nothing is there. Just annotation only. Okay, na? We don't take much time. There is nothing to discuss. Okay. I already discussed like a theory, layman point of view. Okay, we are going to implement. Don't worry. Now, sir, I want to develop this association mapping. So if you want to develop this association mapping, so see here, inheritance, how it is possible, tell me. I have the only one class. Is it possible inheritance? Only one class. Don't overlook. I developed only A class. There is no B class, there is no upper XYZ or a test class. Independently, I created one class. Is it inheritance? Can you tell me? So one class here I created. That is what I am telling. Friend, no. That is logically, yes. Every class is the child class to what? Test class, sorry. Object class only. I agree. But I'm not using physically. Only one class. Like, see. Public class some test. This is only alone. But this class indirectly, it is the child class to what? Sorry, not indirect. Directly child class to what? Object class. Yes or no? Okay. But physically, I have only one class. I want to implement the inheritance mechanism. Is it possible? Yeah, object is okay, Anil. That is okay. But physically, I have only one class. I want to implement or I want to provide in the relationship one class. Is it possible? One class what? తెలుగులో ఒక సామెత ఉంటుంది. అంటే ఇంజనీరింగ్ కాలేజీలో బహుశా మనల్ని ఐడెంటిఫై చేయకపోవచ్చాం కానీ 10th ఇంటర్మీడియట్ వరకు ఎవడు ఎలా చదువుతాడో వాళ్ళకి తెలుసు. లెక్చరర్స్కి తెలుసో తెలీదా? కాలేజీలో ఎవడు పెద్ద పట్టించుకోలే. సో ఎందుకంటే వాళ్ళు యూనిట్ టెస్ట్లు ఇవన్నీ పెడతారు కాబట్టి ఈ పెట్టిన తర్వాత ఇప్పుడు ఇద్దరికి ఏమీ రాదు. ఎగ్జాంపుల్ లెట్స్ అజ్యూమ్, రైట్? సో దొందుతుంది. ఇప్పుడు ఏ అనేవాడికి ఏమీ రాదు, బట్ బి అనేవాడు ఏ దాంట్లో చూసి కాపీ రాస్తున్నాడు. లెక్చరర్లు ఏమంటారు? అబ్బో ఎంచుకోవడం భలేవాడిని ఎంచుకున్నావు కదరా, సన్నాసి పూసుకుంటే బోడిద రాలిద్ది అన్నట్టు. వాడికి ఏమీ రాదు, నీకు ఏమీ రాదు, వాడిదంటూ మరలా నువ్వు సూపర్ డూపర్గా కాపీ కొడుతున్నావు. ఎందుకురా ఇవిడని వచ్చినోడి దగ్గర నా తిప్పలు పడరా అంటారు సహజంగా, రైట్? ఆన్లైన్ ఇట్ ఈస్ జస్ట్ a normal explanation, not a subject related explanation. Okay, that is what. Here only one class na, how you are going to make the relationship between only test? How? No, right? It is not possible. Here also why I am sharing that point, because while implementing the association mapping you also require two classes minimum. Inheritance also, if you want to implement minimum, how many classes are required? Can you tell me? Minimum two. Minimum two, max you can. That is based on what kind of inheritance you are going to implement. That's your choice here. Okay, but minimum, how many classes are required to implement the inheritance concept? Minimum 2 classes are required. Getting my point? Here also, if you want to implement that association mapping, at least 2 classes are required. Getting my point? Even 1-to-1 also, one parent, one child. Just for your understanding, I'm sharing that one, parent and child kind of. Okay, right. So here also, if you want to implement this association mapping in your code, minimum 2 classes are required. Okay, right. Coming to the concept, at least any relationship, one to one, one to many to one, many to many, whatever, minimum 2 model classes are required as inheritance. Getting my point? Clear? Okay, come to the point. So I want to develop this application like association mapping. Nothing to discuss much here, just the annotations only we are going to. Okay, right. So how we are going to develop? Minimum, see, define 2 model classes with what? As a relationship, or as a relationship variable. Minimum 2 classes are required. Not like that inheritance, like extends. If you are using extends, what kind of relationship? Is a relationship. If you are not using extends, but still you are performing like inheritance kind of, then what? As a relationship. Yes or no? Right? Okay. Sir, how? Simple here. Let's see. For example, A class is there. How we are going to implement this as a relationship? Class B. No need extends. Creating what? A is equal to new A. A dot something. Some methods. Right? It also looks like inheritance, but not. One kind of like has a relationship. Okay? Right. So here also, you have to implement what? As a relationship. As a relationship. Number 2, if you want to develop that application, check for the collection. Check for the collection type. Collection type. That is one to many or many to many. Okay. Or non-collection. Not. It means non-collection. Means non-collection. What is that? Either many to one, or what is that? One to one. 1 minute. Right, 1 to 1. Next, apply what? Apply multiplicity annotation. What kind of annotation you are going to implement? Multiplicity annotations like what? 1 to 1. That is what? At the rate 1 to 1. 1 to 1. At the rate 1 to 1 association. Next, this is what? Many to. Can you tell me? Many to 1. 1 to many. That is what? We are the rate 1 to many. So I need many to many association. Like what? At the rate many to many association. That is what? What kind of annotation you are going to do? Star means what? Many are. Okay. Next, step number 4. Provide, suppose if you have the two tables. See, two model classes are there. It means two tables are there. Model class have always table. Model or entity, right? So if we have the two tables, then how we are going to make the relationship between one table to another? Foreign key to primary. Okay. There is a primary key. We need to give what? Relationship. Then the that foreign key is also required. It means what? Two tables are there. Yes or no? Each and every model class or each and every entity class should be maintaining one table. Getting? Then what? What is that? Provide online. Are you following? Providing for foreign key column. Foreign key column. How we are going to provide your foreign key column? In the last examples, maybe before that, we used one annotation. That annotation name called what? Join column. Right? Join column. Okay. Join column. For many to many, one extra table. Where? Many to many, one extra table. That is at the rate join table. Join table. Okay, on extra table. That is what? That is what? On extra table. At the rate join table. Two foreign keys. Two foreign keys column. Two foreign keys column. Where many to many only. One extra table. Okay. Right. Next one. Coming to after developed this model classes, then define what? Define what? Repository interfaces. Yes or no? Then next what? Step number 6. Then what? Execute insert operation. Very easy, a normal program. In execute insert operation. Next, cross verify. Step number 7. Cross verify table designs. Table designs. Okay, that's all about it. Okay, right. I hope you got the clarity. I want to write one note here. I want to write one note. That is, every foreign key column should be linked with what? Should be linked with what? Foreign key. It should be linked with what? Primary key. Yes or no? Right? Okay. So that is note number one. Uh, a foreign key column. Foreign key column. Right. Always link with what? Another table primary key column. Primary key column. Okay. Next note. Values allowed in primary key column. In primary key column. In primary key column. What values are allowing here? Null allowed, foreign key. No, no. Sure. Online. Let me check with them. Foreign key column is allowing null. Yes, no. No, no. You never tried. Allowed. Allowed. Values allowed in the primary column null. Okay. Right. But values exist in what? Values exist in what? Primary key column. Values exist in primary key column. Some database knowledge is required here to understand. Okay. Right. Next. Duplicate values possible? Foreign key column. Possible or not? Primary key, no null. Foreign key, null allowed. Primary key, no duplicates. Foreign key allows. Right? Duplicate values are there. Okay? Right. But primary key always holding what? Primary key always holding what? Tell me. Unique QQ, right? No duplicates. But primary key always what? Unique data. Getting? Okay. Try to understand and revise your things in your okay subject in the database point of view. Okay, right. Can you develop that application for now? So let me give what is the task you are going to develop, then application is unique. Okay, yeah, right. Where you are, where is this ID? I want to develop an application, right? File yaro, new yaro, Spring Starter project yaro. Spring Boot to what? Data JPA. Data JPA. Now I'm going to develop what? Many to one. Many to one. You can take care, anything is no problem at all. Next. Wait. What is that? JPA, Oracle, Lombok. Okay. Right. Next. Finish. Indexing. You can wait for a few seconds. Okay. Where here? Okay. I'm going to create one model classes. Two model classes are required. Okay, I'm going to create employee. Here, model sub package. Model class name is what? Employee. Then what? Finish. Then how we are going to create the model class? Can you tell me that? At the rate entity control shift O at the rate table name is equal to emp tab. Okay, next one at the rate data annotation is required, not required. No args, zero argument constructor, all args, that is parameterized constructor. What else? Table provided. Okay, now I am going to create right. Now I am going to create some variables in private integer emp id, private string emp name, private double emp sal. So I want to make this emp id as a primary key. Then what id annotation is required? I need column for this. Column at the rate column name is equal to what? Some name, that is employee id. I'm going to give what? Length also. Length just 3. Control shift O. Fine. Now at the rate column name is equal to what? Some e name. That length, you might be aware of this class. Okay, next esal. Okay, then this is done. Actually normal, see, normal model class or normal what is that entity class. I want to provide the relationship, that is I want to create one department class, that is private DEPT some department, some data of joining, let's assume, but there is no DEPT class. We are going to create it. What association? Many to one. Control shift O. I want to join that column at the rate join column at the rate join column name is equal to what? some foreign key I am trying to mention here. That foreign key, department ID, foreign key. Okay, DDFK. No. Not did done. D stands for department ID, foreign key. It is not a fixed one. You can take ABC. Okay, na? So just for your understanding, what is that? FK, foreign key. Control Shift O. Why you are still getting the error? Because of there is no department class. That's why we are getting the error. Don't worry. We are going to create it. Now, why you are still getting the error? Can you tell me? Where is that parameterized construct you are using? Right? So in the runner class only are going to create it. Okay. Once it is developed, then all things are done. Department, DEPT. So in the DEPT, how you are going to create? Tell me. Same entity class. At the rate, entity, at the rate, table, name is equal to some table. What the table name we can tell? Department tab. At the rate, data annotation. What left here? At the rate, no args constructor, all args constructor. Okay, right. Now I am going to create what? That department class. See this error class, employee class error gone because we created the table. Now in the department we are still getting what all args something. No worries, there is no constructor here. Okay. Now I want to create this few variables, that is private integer department ID, private string department code. How it will be here? Alphanumerica, stringa, alphanumerica. Then you can better to take what? Sorry, string DEPT, department code. Okay. Private department admin. Untarga department main HOD kind of, right? Private what? String DEPT admin. Okay, right. Here I am going to make this class as a what? Primary key. For that, just what? At the rate column. At the rate column name is equal to what? This did department ID length length 3. Control Shift O. That is what the department ID. Now that department code at the rate column, at the rate column name is equal to what? D code, that is department code. That length is equal to what? 15. Okay, right. One more. At the rate column name is equal to what? Some name. Not that. Department admin. D admin. That is length equal to what? 15. Okay, right. Here, do you require anything? No, no. That's all about it. So two model classes are done. Next what? I want to create repositories. Yes or no? Repository class or interface? Interface. For department, for employee, right? Like this, employee repository. Employee repository. Online. Are you following? Employee repository. See here, I want to use one repository interface only. That is what extends now. Extends what? JPA repository. JPA repository. But here you need to tell what two values. One is what? Our model class. Okay. Next what? Our model class variable data type. Control Shift O. That is what? Okay. Right. I don't want to write anything, any extra thing. Okay. Even some that is what? Department related also I am going to create. That is, oh, I am not separated a repo. See, don't write all in single structure. Okay, if it is model class, you can go for the model separately. If you are creating repos, that is repositories, you can go for separately repositories. If you are creating the runners, you can go for separately runner classes. Okay, right, don't mix all. Okay, next, where it is repo, yeah, I'm going to create one more repository interface. That is what? Department repository. Department repository. Same. What? Extends what? JPA repository. What is that class name? DEPT, right? Comma integer. Control Shift O. Over. Okay, repository is done here. As per our discussion, define model classes with a relationship. Check this, what kind of relationship we are going to do, and then what apply that, what other respective annotation, that is over, provide the foreign key column, join the table, define the repositories, right? And what? Not execute, you have to develop what? Runner classes. Okay, right. So that's all about it. Online, are you following, guys? Online. Okay, right. Coming to the concept, repos model under, now we are going to create the runner class, right? Okay, dot runner. I'm sure, yeah, we are discussing very slow because of everyone should understand that. Yeah, so here I'm going to create what? Data insert runner. Okay, runner separate package, data insert runner, that is fine. Okay, fine. Here the cinema is required. Runner, how we are making that runner class? First of all, you have to use what? At the rate component annotation. Next, what? Implements. What is that runner? Implementa, implements. Implements. Command line runner. Control Shift O. Still we are getting the problem with what? Overriding the what method? Run method. Private department DEPT repository, that is D repo. D repo. Control Shift O. We need to perform what? Dependency injection. Auto void. Control Shift O. Again, one more repo is there. One more repo is what? That is private. What is that? Employee repository. Employee repository. Employee repository. E-repo. E-repo. At the rate auto void control shift over. Now we are going to override what? Our run method. Public void run method. We should pass what? Where are throws what? Exception. Okay, errors. That is gone. Now I am going to inserting the records here. Then what? I'm going to create the object first of all. Department DEPT D1 is equal to new department ID, for example 10. Department name may be some development department. In IT, development department is there, QA department is there, deployment department is there. Okay, right. So department ID and 10, department name dev, later what? Okay, department code. Then what? Here just Naresh I am sharing. Control Shift O. Okay. Now D repo dot what? How we are going to insert that one? D repo dot what? Then tell me D1. It is inserting the record or not? No insert method for insert, right? We should use what? Save method. Next what? Employee. Employee E1 is equal to new employee. New employee, that is employee ID 101. Employee name is what? A, and employee salary. Employee salary 101. Okay. After that, I need use what? Department object. For what purpose? Relationship. Okay. I will tell, don't worry. 3. Here employee 2, employee 3. Here 102, 103. Here B, here C, 102, 103, something, whatever. Okay, right. Now I want to save this record. Then what? E-repo dot what? E-repo dot what? Save method E1. Program is over. Nothing is there. Okay, right. See in the table, employee table, what is that? What you did? There is a joining column. That is what? Primary key column. Okay, right. So program is over. Everything is ready. Next, what is the pending? The penning is what? See guys, this is our regular development only, right? Regular development. This is also regular development. This is also regular development. This is also regular development. What is the extra here? Only 3 columns, 3 lines. Am I right? ఏమన్నా ఉందా? మనం ఎక్కువ ఆలోచించి మనం బద్దలు చేసుకోవడానికి నోరా. 3 lines say that too you aware of it, that too you aware of it very well. The previous example also we done, right? ఏంది ఎక్స్ట్రా ఇక్కడ? అర్థం కాని ఏముంది ఇక్కడ? గెటింగ్? ఓకే. రైట్, come to one more challenge for us, right? Okay. Why our time is waste? Copy, paste. Over. Okay, done. Where is our application? Yeah, this is what. See. I'm going to execute my application. Before that, am I have this table, EMP tab and department tab. Let me check in my database. What is that? DESC, DEPT tab. No. Select star from. ఉంటే వచ్చేది, ఇదంతా అవసరంలే. కాకపోతే కొంతమంది అడుగుతారు. ఓకే, దట్ ఈస్ DESC EMP tab. నోనా, same select star from EMP tab. No. Clear? Table not there, tables not there, department table not there, even employee table also not there. Okay, right. Let me execute my application here. Where is my main class? Run as Spring Boot application. చట్టం తన పని తాను చేసుకొని పోతుంది. మనమేం ప్రత్యేకించి చెప్పాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. ఓకేనా? రైట్. సో ఇది ఇనిషియల్గా టేబుల్ లేదు కాబట్టి నేను చేశాను అబ్బాయి నీకు అని చేసి చెబుతుందిలే, ఇవన్నీ మనకు అవసరం లేదు. ఓకే, అవర్ రిక్వైర్మెంట్ ఈజ్ వాట్? ఫ్రమ్ హియర్ క్రియేట్ టేబుల్, డిపార్ట్మెంట్ టేబుల్, create the employee table. Okay, alter that table. What? EMP tab, that foreign key, that reference added what? One constraint, that is what? Foreign key, right? Did PID, did PK, sorry, FK, right? Okay, let me check the table structure here one by one. Let me clear DEPT tab. EMP tab. Okay, next let me check department records, where it is. Select star from department tab. Only one department, that too dev department. Okay, that is only we inserted, right? Where is runner class? Where? Yes or no? The remaining where it can be inserting? Employee table, right? Okay. అర్థం అవుతుందా? నీ డౌట్? ఎంతకంటే ఎంత స్లోగా ఇంక జై తెలంగాణ ఎవరు చెప్పలేరు. ఓకే, రైట్. ఆన్లైన్ అర్థమవుతుందా? ఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు ఫాలో దట్? డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఐడి is what? 10. Department employee ID, employee salary, employee name, something. See, output is not at all required. The way of configuration, the way of implementation, the way of mapping between one to another, that is what you require. Application output, it doesn't matter. Getting my point? Application development doesn't matter, but the matter is what? The development is matter. See, in the interior room might be నాకు బాగా వచ్చు, సూపర్ డూపర్ కావచ్చు, జేపీ అంటే ఒకటి డ్రా చేయరు అబ్బాయి అంటాడు, డిఫైన్ చేయరు అబ్బాయి అంటాడు. ఏం చేయాలి చెప్పండి స్టెప్? హౌ యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు డెవలప్ దట్ డేటా జేపీఏ? ఫస్ట్ ఎంటిటీ క్లాస్, రైట్? ఇంకా మీకు ఈ పాటికి తంతెర వచ్చినట్టు ఉండాలి, ఇంకా మీరు పాలు తాగే పిల్లలాగా ఉండవు. అవునా కదా? ఎంత స్లోగా చెప్పటం ఇంకెవడు చెప్పండి, నాకు తెలిసి నేనే స్లో. సో రైట్, ఫస్ట్ ఎంటిటీ ఆర్ మోడల్ క్లాస్. ఏం annotations required? What are the annotations? First of all, let me check. Online, have you followed here? All are, nothing is there here. The regular code only except 3 lines of code in the entity class. That's it. But you can develop your own the rest of the things. What? Just 3, one to many, many to one to one, just annotations only. If you are able to develop, I will go for the next concept for tomorrow. Just 2-3 lines of code మీకు ఆల్రెడీ చెప్పా. దట్ ఈస్ 1 to 1, one mouth, one mind. గయా, రైట్? ఇప్పుడు ఒక డిపార్ట్మెంట్, ఒక ఎంప్లాయ్ అనుకుందాం, లెట్స్ అస్యూమ్ వాడే కింగ్, ఆ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ వాడే ఉండడు. ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెబుతున్నా, రైట్? ఓకే, యాజ్ యు డిస్కస్డ్ ఇన్ ద లేమన్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ, co-relate in the technical. There is nothing to write, just annotation you can use. 1 to 1 annotation is there. I already shared this in this notes, right? 1 to 1, 1 to many, sorry, many to 1, 1 to many, many to many. Just 3 lines of code, that's it. Are you able to develop the rest of the things? Okay, 1 to 1, ఒకరు ఇక్కడ, ఒకరు అంతే. ఇక్కడ ఎంతో మంది ఉంటారు, ఎయిర్ ఫోర్స్. ఇక్కడ ఒక్కడే వాళ్ళందరిని మేనేజ్ చేసేది లీడరు. రాత్రి అంతా జాగారమే కదా, కళ్ళు ఎర్రబడతాయి జనాలకి. ఏం జాగారం చేసిరా? అవునా? నేను అంత చూడలేదు, నాకు నిన్నటి నుంచి కొంచెం ఫెవరిష్గా ఉంది, బేసిక్గా చూడలేదు న్యూస్. కాదు, ఇంకోటి క్రికెట్ వస్తుంది, ఇండియా పాకిస్తాన్, దాంట్లో లీనం అయిపోయాం. సో ఎక్కడ ఉన్నాం? ఫైర్ యాక్సిడెంట్, ఓకే, ఇక్కడ రైట్. రాత్రి ఐ థింక్ లాస్ట్ నైట్ మేబీ జాగారం. ఈ బ్యాచ్కి అంతా ఒక లీడర్ ఉంటాడు. అన్న, అరే మామ అటు వెళ్దాంరా, అరే మామ ఇటు వెళ్దాంరా. అర్థమవుతుందా? ఇదంతా ఎయిర్ ఫోర్స్ బ్యాచ్. వాళ్ళందరినీ లీడ్ చేసి లీడర్ ఒకడు ఉంటాడు. మీకు అర్థమయ్యే భాషలో చెప్పా. ఇక్కడ ఆడు పాపం ఒక్కడ చదువుకోవటానికి ట్రై చేస్తూ ఉంటే రూమ్లో వీళ్ళందరూ వచ్చి రారా మావ ఇప్పుడేం చదువుతూ ఈరోజు జాగారం చేయాలరా మావ అని చెప్పి తీసుకెళ్తారు. అదే ఇంకేంది, తానంటే తందానే. ఏరా మావ వెళ్దామంటే అందరం వెళ్దాం పండి. అబ్బాయి మీ రూములు వస్తున్నారంటరా, వస్తున్నారు. మా రూములు కూడా వస్తున్నారు పండి. ఇది అది ఈ స్టోరీ. అందరు ఆడ కూర్చుంటారు ఈ జైంట్ దగ్గర, ఇక్కడ ఆడు ఏదో సంథింగ్ ఒకరు. రైట్. కాఫీ వీళ్ళు షాప్లో కూడా జాగారం రాత్రి. అరే రే రే పాపం బిజినెస్ దెబ్బతిన్నట్టుంది రాత్రి. హాస్టల్ మీద పడింది అమ్మాయిలదా? ఓకే ఓకే. ఏమన్నా ప్రాబ్లం? ఇల్లు పోతే బాగానేలే, తర్వాత అయినా ఏదైనా సంపాదించుకోవచ్చులే, కానీ ఎవరికి హాని జరగకుండా ఉంటే దట్స్ ఫైన్. మనుషులకి ఏం కాలేదు, ఆస్తి నష్టం జరిగింది. అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఈ అమ్మాయిలు ఉన్న రూమ్స్ అన్ని కాలనీయా? అచ్చా, ఓనర్ది కాలిందా? ఓనర్ది అయితే ఎట్టొకటి సిట్ చేస్తాడులే, ఇబ్బంది ఏం లేదు. రైట్. ఓనర్కి ఇబ్బంది లేదు. మీరు అందరూ చదింపు చదివిస్తారు కదా అమ్మ 1వ తారీఖుకి, ఇబ్బంది ఏం లేదు. అంటే వాళ్ళు పాపం ప్రాపర్టీ కదా, దట్స్ ఫైన్. ఓకే, కమ్ టు ది ప్రోగ్రామ్. సో ఐ హోప్ ఈ అసోసియేషన్ మ్యాపింగ్ డెవలప్ చేయగలరా? అర్థమైందా? మరలా సార్ ఒకటి చెప్పాడండి, 3 తీసుకెళ్ళి జేబులో వేసుకొని చెప్పలేదు, ఇవన్నీ చెప్పదు. సో జస్ట్ ఫర్ ప్రాక్టీస్ పర్పస్ ఐఎమ్ గివింగ్. చిన్నపిల్లలు కాదు కదా స్పూన్లో పెట్టి సెర్లాకి పెట్టడానికి మీ నోట్లో. అర్థమవుతుందా? మీరు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయాలి. అర్థమైందా? సో ఏదైనా రాలేదంటే హెల్ప్ చేస్తా, మీరు చెక్ చేస్తానంటే మా వల్ల కాలే కానీ నువ్వే కానీ అంటే చేయగలిగేది ఏం లేదు. చేస్తారా? చేయండి అబ్బా. ఏముంది ఏట రెగ్యులర్ కోడే, ఏమన్నా నేను ఎరగదీసాను ఏడేమన్నా? ఏమీ లేదుగా. జస్ట్ వాట్, ఓన్లీ 3 lines ఆఫ్ కోడ్ ఐ రిటర్న్. ద రిమైనింగ్ రెగ్యులర్ డెవలపింగ్ రిపాజిటరీస్, runner class, inserting the record, using the save or save all method, whatever you want. Okay, then better to attack jatra నా మీద కాలే దాని మీద. ఓకే, రైట్. సో you can practice here for your more understanding. So if you are okay, then I already given that layman example. What is the 1 to 1? What is the many to 1? What is the 1 to many? What is the many to many? Okay, if you are practice, then maybe somewhere you stuck up, may or may not, then I will help you. Or else lab ఉన్నారనుకుంది ఐ థింక్, లేదా తల్లి లాంటి చాట్ జీపీటీ ఉంది, వాడైతే అదే వేస్తుంది. అవునా? దీని వ్యవహారం తెలిసి అంటే 1 many to many అంటే తేల్చేస్తాడు వాడే. తేల్చేసి చక్కగా చేతిలో పెట్టేసేస్తాడు. కాపీ పేస్ట్. రియల్ టైంలో కూడా ఎవడు ఎరగబొడిసేది ఏమీ లేదు. అర్థమైందా? ఈ గూగుల్ లేకుండా ఇప్పుడు ఇంక చాట్ జీపీటీ ఇంకా ఎంత ఈజీ అయిపోయిందంటే కూడా అంత ఈజీ అయిపోయింది. గూగుల్ లేకుండా ఈ చాట్ జీపీటీస్ లేకుండా హైటెక్ సిటీలో కూర్చొని కోడు రాసే దమ్మున్న డెవలపర్ లేడు. ఓపెన్ ఛాలెంజ్. గూగుల్కి వెళ్ళకుండా ఒక మాడ్యూల్ను డెవలప్ చేయమనండి, లేదా ఒక ఫంక్షనాలిటీని ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయమనండి, ఎవడో చేయండి. ఈవెన్ నేను కూడా అంతే. ఒకటి సంగతి ఎందుకు, నా సంగతి కూడా అంతే. రైట్. అది ఎందుకంటే ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ యూ షుడ్ నో ద ప్రాసెస్ హౌ యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు డెవలప్. If you know the process, then you can go for the Google and ChatGPT or some XYZ, whatever you want. That is more helpful. అసలు పునాదులు తీయటం చేత కాకపోతే జై తెలంగాణ. అర్థమవుతుంది? అంటే అసలు దీన్ని ఎట్లా స్టార్ట్ చేయాలి, ఎట్లా ఎండ్ చేయాలన్నదే తెలియలేదు అనుకో, ఇక అంతే అస్సామే. రైట్. సో దట్స్ వాట్ యూ కెన్ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తే మీకు ఏడో కాడు మీరు స్టక్ అవుతారు పక్కా. ఇది ఎక్కడ మిస్ అయిందో, ఇది ఎట్లా. నేను అట్లా, మేము కూడా ఇంతే. అర్థమైందా? సో చేయండి. ఏదన్నా మిస్టేక్ వస్తే ఐ విల్ హెల్ప్ యూ. ఎక్కడన్నా నాకంటే ముందు చాట్ జీపీటీనే హెల్ప్ చేసి కూర్చోబెడుతుంది మిమ్మల్ని. యూ కెన్ గో త్రూ దట్, యూ కెన్ ప్రాక్టీస్. ద రిమైనింగ్ స్టఫ్, many to one I used, I think. One department having the multiple employees. One department. ఇప్పుడు ఐటీ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ మేబీ మీరు రైట్, మీ కాలేజీలో ఐటీ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఫ్యాకల్టీస్ మల్టిపుల్, రైట్? దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ many to one. Many employees are fixed or maybe stick with what one college. ఏ కాలేజ్, బి కాలేజ్, సి కాలేజ్, ఏ కాలేజ్ ఆ కాలేజీకి వెళ్ళిపోతాడు. అవునా? మల్టిపుల్ ఫ్యాకల్టీస్ ఆర్ బిలాంగ్స్ టు సమ్ ఎక్స్ కాలేజ్. దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ many to one, right? That is what. Okay, if you are practice, it will save maybe 2 or 3 days for me. Okay, just a small thing. Okay, because there is a other topics are there we need to cover. That is what I am requesting. Okay, please practice. If you are stuck up, I will help you. I will be in the front line for you. Okay, right? Online. There. Okay, right. Might be all are so tired. Shivaratri effect. Okay, no problem. Okay, I hope everyone understood. Tomorrow I'm going to discuss some other topic. Okay, for me, I am suffering fever here. Okay, that's what I'm not continue. Even anyway, our time is over. We'll continue tomorrow. Thank you, one and all. We'll see you tomorrow. Program clear kada? Theory also, right? Okay.